So the brute is the big creature that you have to fight eventually, and you get his brute scales. And today I'm going to teach you how I defeat him as a solo player. Ignore my room being a mess. It's finals week and my head's going crazy, but leave a like, subscribe, and let's hop right into it. So as we see right here, this was my inventory before I went to go fight the brute, and it has a couple different things that I think you should have. Again, you don't need any of this, but this is what I recommend that you have, because as a solo player, it is going to be a little bit difficult to beat him. So just have this ready and you will be more than fine. So right here, you can see my health. Right here, I have additional hearts. So you usually just have the 3 right here. And then for each totem that you have right here, you gain 2 more hearts. And if you eat that cooked steak, you gain an additional 2 hearts, I believe it is. Also, for every single totem that we have, we gained an additional 3 shields. So in total, we have 9 shield. And again, if you want to know how to craft these, just look in the crafting table. It's under the shield icon, I believe. But again, these are crucial. You can only have 3 on at one time. I could have another thing right here in this last slot, but I didn't think it was necessary for this brute. Again, this is the very first brute. This is the easiest version there is. But for gear, that's basically what I have, is these 3 totems. I had all those hearts, all the energy. I do have cooked steak right here just to gain me that additional hearts in the fights. I also have some consumables like slurp juice, and I have pretty good foods right here just in case stuff does get a little chaotic. But for the weaponry, the stuff that I recommend basically is a must. This right here is basically the most important thing, I think. It's the green version of that crossbow. This thing is crucial because you do not want to get close to this guy. If you get too close, he will absolutely demolish you, and hopefully with the health and shield that we have, it will help you a little bit. But again, this crossbow is the most crucial thing you have. I brought 60 arrows. It was more than enough. I think I only used 35 to 40, but again, I had some tips in there because as you see right here, we also have 5 dynamite. This dynamite is great to start off the fight because it does 16 damage, as you'll see. So each time you hit him, it's 16 damage, 16 damage. So right off the bat, you do like 70, 80 something damage to him right away. And again, every piece of damage that you do to him helps. Also, every arrow that you hit him with does 7 damage. So again, just think about it. Bring more arrows than not enough, because you don't want to have to sword fight him, because trust me, I brought a sword, but it wasn't for him, because again, the sword and him do not go well, let me tell you. So since we have the class already, let's get into the fight and see how I actually defeated him. So I was looking for the brute for a pretty long time, and I usually have found him in the beachy areas of the map. And what I mean by beachy areas is right here, as you see, we're on kind of a cliff head, and as you see, there's like this little sandy area by the water. I usually find them by here. I have found them like next to a house in the grasslands. This is just where I found them the most, is in this little sandy area by the water. That's just my luck. I don't know if it's more common there, but it's just what I've experienced. And as soon as I found him, I tried sneaking up a little bit, and I basically wanted to start off the fight with all of my dynamite. So right here, I just start chucking dynamite at him. I want everything to explode on him. And as you see, 16 damage. That one missed. You know, some of them are going to miss. It's all right. Then we get 7 damage, 16, and then 16 more damage. And right off the bat, that's like 50 to 60 damage right off the rip. Because again, every arrow that we hit him with is going to do 7 damage, and we want to keep our distance with them. We also brought this NPC right here, and this girl, I didn't even give her a sword. I just make it so she is basically a diversion, so he doesn't go for me. Make sure you bring an NPC with you just so they can divert some of the attention, from you. But basically, what you're going to want to do is stand at a distance and hit him with your bow and arrow, with your crossbow, whatever you want to call them. Also, right here, he does do the pounding on the chest, and he runs straight at me, so I run away as far as possible. And basically, I decided to build up a little bit, and this was the greatest strategy I've actually figured out. I had a staircase, I built up in an area, and this was the crucial part, because right here, as we'll see in 1 second, I gain height, and he is stuck behind this palm tree. His spitting projectiles cannot hit me, and I basically put him in a spot where there was an object between me and him. And since I was at a height and I wasn't on the ground, he wasn't doing the rolling attacks on me. So basically, I built up a staircase, got him behind something. Again, that is harder to do. This was pretty lucky, but again, I think the staircase being implemented and put where I put it made it so he had to use the spitting projectiles in order to get to me. And since I did this, it was literally a free kill on him. It was the easiest fight I've ever had in my life. I just kept shooting him with my bow, and boom, just like that, I got the brute scale extremely easily. And this is what you're gonna get. Again, I'm not super deep into the game, so I don't know exactly what it's for yet, but I'm guessing that it's gonna be pretty good in in the end game. If you do have any questions, drop a comment down below. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and join my Discord down below. And with that being said, I'll see you next one. Adios.